Hello there, everyone. Sorry for the slight little hiccup going on from there. I would have thought I'd start a few seconds earlier, but apparently a last-minute thing popped up and thought I could get to it before the song ended. Apparently that was not the case. But that is neither here nor there. We are here to talk about what truly matters, and that is, of course, I'd say it's too close to say actually finish the game, so let's at least attempt to get close to it, shall we? Oh, and before anything else, I did do a slight change beforehand, so let me just give an example.
No irregularities here.
So yeah, I decided to add voice mod into here, so hopefully now I should have no problems with the new Wren voice. Also, people should try and talk about the difference of the Wren voice nowadays, but what can you do? Let's just move onward here as we continue onward with our quest, and we have choices to make. Let me just see. Also, I just noticed, apparently I was mute in Discord as well. Let's start at the upper left, and of course, as I was doing that, I get attacked. So, why don't I do that, and hopefully while I do that, something I probably should have done in between these parts, actually get, the Phantasy Star Shrine up, so that way I will know ahead of time how to prepare for everything in this battle. Because it needs to be said upon multiple occasions, I is professional. That's all you need to know. I is such professional, you have no idea. So, just getting everything set up there. There we go. Alright, with that said, let us continue onward with our quest towards the upper left, which apparently has our first treasure. And we get a surprise attack on the one frog. So, why not? Got our hands on that. We now have procured a teammate and can go against the other Gerolux. Probably Gerolux, but I prefer to keep the T silent for a Gerolux. Who knows? Let's go for, as we apparently go up against the helixes, try hugging the top wall towards the left. So that would mean we are now heading directly south here. There's an open chest there. Wonder what that means. While we figure that out, let's just try and take down all of these enemies along the way here. And by all these enemies, I mean just that one. Now I can say all these enemies, and it'll actually mean a purpose to something. So, go figure there. Ooh, must be suck. Or, it must suck when people tell you don't lick the toads, and it turns out the toads are licking you. Eee. Well, I know I don't want to have Rika do all the curing all the time, so why don't we have her cure outside of battle, and then Raja can handle the curing during battle. I mean, it makes perfect sense. In that case, yeah, good thing I head here, because we have our Zirconium gear. Which wouldn't surprise me if, yeah, it's for Wren. Not that much of a defense boost, but it's a boost nonetheless, so we will be more than happy to take it. And since we've already proven there is no other path to go here, let us take this approach as we get a surprise attack on these helixes. Or fireflies, if you will. It's pretty much what they are. which would make perfect sense considering it's a frozen environment. Ooh. So this is it. Amazing. So this is the spaceship the Paramanians used in coming here in so long? There's an emblem here. Landale. As in the Landale. Which I'm pretty sure is the exact same ship that was used in the original Final Fantasy. The original Phantasy Star, if memory serves. Even Wren says it best. Landale! It's called a Landale! What a cool name! An air-going barge. A space shield. So, how is it? Hey, Wren! Hey, don't just ignore me! It's been almost perfectly preserved. With a little maintenance, it could be perfectly useful. Whew, we sure are in luck. Wren, make the preparations for takeoff. Roger. Gonna be a bit annoying, flipping back and forth between there, but if it means I can still be able to talk in a robotic voice and not have to, constantly hurt my throat while trying to imitate the voice, then, you know, any price, I'd say at this point, is worth paying for. So let's take this as an opportunity to heal ourselves up. And we do have the option of going back to Zelan, though there's really no point in doing so. Our real destination is Kuran. However, if memory serves, I think once we are able to head back to Motavia ASAP, we should have some new side quests down at the Hunter's Guild. So let's head back to Motavia first. Now we travel back to the second planet, Motavia. Well, what happened to the first planet? We best not talk about the first planet. That planet no longer exists, which I'm sorry to mention that. I don't know. I'm still talking in this tone. Just right. All right. We need to head to Aedo. Because once we head here, I believe if we head back to the Hunter's Guild, we should have, at the very least, 2 more side quests to do. Then afterwards, we can worry about continuing onward with the story as we're told. Current listings are... Yep, we have 2 new missions. The Missing Student and Vision of Fear. Let's see. Missing Student. We have a request from the caretaker of the student dorms in Piatta. One of the students entrusted to our care has suddenly disappeared. Please find her. That is the message. This certainly doesn't seem to be the caliber work for a hunter. But the fee offered is 3,000 pesetas. Will you take the request? Of course we will. In that case, please head to the student dorms over in Piatta to get more details directly from the caretaker. The dorms are located in the northwestern region of Piatta. Alrighty. And we probably can immediately go for the second side quest as well, just in case we have to do this one after another. Because we're going to be heading back here to receive the fee for the quest anyway, so I say why not. Head to the first town we went to, which was Piatta. And they said it was the dorms in the northwestern region. So, unless I'm mistaken, probably here? Oh, you're the hunter from the guild? Please, help! The fact of the matter is that one of the female students living here is missing. Apparently, she has become an enthusiastic devotee of some kind of religion just up and left. I think I have a pretty good idea of where in question this location is. I thought the infatuation would pass and eventually she would come back, but I'm afraid she still hasn't. I have a terrible responsibility of being entrusted with the care of another child. With a blunder like this, even the Academy's reputation could be tarnished. Please, I beg of you, could you please bring her back here before this becomes known to the well public? I appreciate the trouble I am putting you through. Alright, so if memory serves, if we go to the Huntress Guild, what we need to do... okay. So I know what we need to do. We need to leave here. Warp our... no, that's a different ability. Warp ourselves over to Termi. Or Termi, what have you. We need to head over to the specialty shop, which I think was this one here. And then what we need to get is apparel mite or apparel mate cake. Let's see. There we go. So we'll buy one of those. Nope, nothing else. So now that we got our hands on that, the next thing we need to do is head on over towards that cultish area where the Church of Zeo was. I believe it was Krupp? No, not Krupp. Good thing I have plenty of this to use, because otherwise, this might be a bit costly. Wait, was it Cattery? Yes, it was Cattery. Okay, that was going to be my next best guess. So now I believe what I need to do is... No, it wasn't her. It was probably the main girl that was in here when she got suckered into that one called her. So let's see. Wow! Where is this? I want to go back to Piatta! And yep, this is the same girl. Yes, let's go back to Piatta. You'll take me back? Thank you. Hey, you. Are you alright? I am hungry. Well, it's a good thing that we gave her the food. Or have the food. Looks like she has been eating irregularly. She seems to be pretty weak. She should be given something nutritious to eat. Something nutritious. Hey, you're holding on to apparel, mate. Does that bring back memories? That has high nutrition value. I used to eat these back in the olden days. Let's see. Let's give it to this girl. Oh. What has happened to me? Thank goodness you've revived. Now, let's head back to Piatta. Thank you so much. Now I can keep up appearances here at this dorm. We shall remit the agreed-upon fee over to the guild. Oh, and also, I would appreciate it if you could keep this matter to yourselves. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, figured, since we are here, we may as well, do the 2 side quests that have been opened up before we actually finish the story that was intended for us here. Also, how's it going, Pan? You're talking about, I'm gonna read this game, all the side quests over. Pan's here? Fuck that, who cares about that? But no, seriously, I'm glad you're here, Pan. Let's just make our... Oh, that was the guild. buddy. Would you mind moving out of the way? I want to accept this feat. Good job. Congratulations on a successful resolution. Please accept your commission fee of 3,000 mesetas. And please come back again to the Hunters Guild where we enrich the lives of hunters. Granted, it was due to CO's spell. But how can a human being change so drastically? It sure is scary. And that was just one of the 2 side quests that was recently opened up. So, here is the other one. Fissure of Fear. This is a request from Eddie, who lives in Monsen. My son has fallen into the crack of the earth. Please help my son. That is the message. The fee offered is 5,000 mesetas. Will you take it upon this request? Of course we will! In that case, please go to Monsen and get further details directly from Eddie. Eddie's house is located in the eastern part of Monsen, right in front of the middle of the cracks from the earthquake. Well, that makes things certainly easy. It's just a basic, go in, most likely defeat a certain baddie, and then leave. So, let us leave town. We'll make our way over to Monsen, and probably, before doing anything else, we should probably heal up, because I've used so many teleports that I should probably think about, healing up. So, there is the inn. Let us go ahead and rest up. Right in there. And then, so the eastern house right in front of there, which is probably you. Wasn't able to get any peace, what with all those earthquakes, but how quiet it is now. It is so quiet, it's almost eerie. No, probably inside the house. Are you a hunter? Oh, I've been waiting for you. You see, I left my son Talus to play outside, but he simply disappeared. I've asked around, and I've been told that he fell into the crack in front of our house. Since then, I haven't been able to do a damn thing lately. I mean, of course I want to rescue him, but creepy groaning sounds have been coming out of the crack. Oh, please, rescue my son! And let me just check one thing real quick. No, it's basically just go in and go out. So, yes, let's do just that. We are in the hole. What's this? There's an underground cave like this in Monsen? I wonder where on earth Talus has gotten to. Let's see, left or right? Left or right? Right! And we got ourselves some soul slugs to deal with here. Just blast them out of the waters, that's what I say. They're not even in waters. Then blast them out of the waters! You're not even listening to a single word I say. Blast them out of the waters! What have we here? A child's shoes. I wonder if they're Talus's. Well, if that's the case, I think we know we are heading in the right direction. However, let's see if we can head this way first. Also, how's it going, Pastille? Now watch, I'm going to be heading left and it turns out... Oh, that was the way all along. You should have finished the path going to the right. You moron. Yeah, I can imagine. We have done some changes to the Discord, so that way, let's put it to you this way. Thank you, Anonymous, for the bits! King Metal Boo! That's all you need to know. Just search that name up in YouTube. There's a whole bunch of warped shit that you can find in there. If anyone is a fan of Jared the 8-Bit Drummer and or Family Jewels, you should be well aware of Wario laughing, screaming, what have you. That's one of the sounds used from King Metal Boo. Or even Metal King Boo. One of the two, anyway. Okay, so it turns out the left is the exit, so... What do we have up here? I think we found our destination. Let's check further south, see if there's anything interesting from over there. I mean, so far we seem to be doing quite well there. Also, I get the feeling I was on the verge of saying something important about Discord, and then I lost track of it. What was I going to say? Discord has been changed for a bit because it turns out I want to say it's not asterisk or ampersand, but that @ symbol for everyone apparently was given administrative powers, and that's a dangerous thing to have in Discord. So we had to eliminate that, and because of that, some things might have been fucked around a bit. Mostly for the good, but as Pastille put it, sometimes for the bad. Also, I just realized that is already full. And here we go. Ugh, what on earth is this? Oh no, Chaz. Talus. This monster couldn't have... Cut it out! It's bad luck to even think about such things. It's coming for us! So now it is time to deal with this bad boy. I think what we're going to do is up our defenses a bit. So we'll have barrier, crosscut. Yeah, Debon. No, not attack. Okay, so yeah. Just flail. What is Diem? Let's see. Check it down. Diem is an insta-kill, so yeah. Most likely not gonna work against this one, so let's just start with the Philali. What have you. Get the feeling there's nothing really else to do. You're probably only going to be able to attack once, so let's do Saint Fire first and foremost, so that way we have at least an attack for him, because if this guy hits like a truck, then we will most likely need Raja in order to heal everyone, and... Wow! Magic does nothing, or fire does nothing. Either way, wow. I'm trying to remember. Spark and Flare. Let's see. Flare. Strong fire damage. And I think Spark was the insta-kill robots. Yes, insta-kill robots. So what we need is Flare in order to deal with you. Crosscut. And then double slash. Lally. Probably not necessary, but we'll do a SAR, so that way everyone gets healed up for a bit. Probably a good thing we did that, because we are going to need to heal up. Didn't heal for that much, but that's okay. I get the feeling if we are able to do it before he does another one of those attacks, then we should be fine. There we go. Probably meant little to nothing, but we'll go for that. Holy shit! That did a lot. Yeah, do a self-recover so that way you can restore yourself there, Wren. Not saying, just saying. And there really is not much you can do. Holy Word, I get the feeling, is probably instant death, which probably most likely not going to work, but I see no other reason to use it otherwise. And neither matters because Slug Monster is dead. Huh? What is this? Is this the other side of the planet? Yikes! Were you really eaten? Oh, thank goodness! You seem to be alright. You would have been digested had we not come along in time. Huh? Oh yeah, that's right! I was attacked by some weird slug! You know, we did save your life. Oh, thank you, mister! Anytime. And is beating right through Raj, yeah, I'm sure that's fine. Anyway, we did it! We successfully saved a child! Oh no, monsters fight. But I do agree, Pastille. To show you the power that Wren is capable of, I just sawed this pot in half and pasted it together with nothing more than super glue. I already forgot what the... Oh, the Flex glue. There we go. Because it's Flex Products. Flex Products. That's all you need to know. It's Flex Products. You can already tell. Even though it's late enough in the day, I did just get out of work a while ago, so my brain may not be a bit fried, you know. Not saying, just saying. But either way, we are starting to make slow but sure progress along the way. Since we know this way is the exit, let's just take that, and sure, we came out from over there. But now, we should be able to head back into here and get the details straight from the mother. Oh, thank you so much! To tell you the truth, I had already forgotten what hope was and lost it. Man, I'm so glad that he's safe. I must never let him out of my sight again. Yes, be paranoid 120% of the time. Make it so your son hates you so much that you've been mothering him to the fact is like, oh God, why did you kill that slug monster? Just let him kill me already. I shall send the agreement upon the commission fee to the guild. It's not nice to open cabinets in other people's houses without their permission, but it's fun doing so! I wanted to go and see the other side of the planet, so I went into the valley, but it didn't take me to the other side. No fun! Yep, the other side is full of no wires. No fun! Or however that old commercial went about using that fucking controller of sorts. Yeah, somehow. I think it's because, as we saw earlier, he lost his shoes and wasn't able to dodge the slugs in time, but now that he had the shoes on, apparently he's part kid, part Sonic. Because, you know, gotta go faster, 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 faster. Whatever. Good job! Thank goodness the child was safe. Your commission fee of 5,000 pesetas has already been remitted. Please accept, and please come back again to the Hunter's Guild where we enrich the lives of hunters. No Winty banter beforehand, because I guess we got it afterwards of sorts. So yes, now that we have taken care of that, now we can continue our true quest properly. So let us head on over to Cattery. Right here towards the spaceship area. Do this just to make sure we got full heal of HP and technique points. Actually, I just had a thought occurred to me. It just occurred to me, should something happen. Drop a save. Last thing I want to do is do something I would regret in the end and have to do all that all over again. So yes, this time, for real, we are heading to Kuran. Whee! The Artifical Satellite Kuran. Thank you, Anonymous, for the bits! So this is the Artifical Satellite Kuran that has sent the entire planetary control system out of whack. My head is out of whack. Man, am I dizzy. Come on, let's go.
Yes, we must hurry to the main control center.
So yes, let us continue onward. Also, just to make sure... No, don't think there was anywhere else we can go from there. So, we are stuck going in this one linear path for now. Yes, you did, because otherwise, I would scratch my throat to the point where, I would no longer be able to talk. So I figured this was the easier approach for that. Hello, what's this?
It's an internal weapon unit for androids. I surmise that it is a hyper jammer.
Hyper jammer?
It is a weapon that temporarily scrambles the AI of machines with strong electromagnetic waves. There seems to be no incompatibility in its specifications, so let's install it. Device installed. Hyperjammer can now be used.
Always a bit frustrating when you have to flip back and forth between that. But you know what? If it works, it works. You know, let's just roll with that. Also, I'm pretty sure we heard what the Hyperjammer does, which is against robots. Much like these enemies, it can be used for that. I feel tempted. Should I? No. Nah, we'll probably run into a stronger enemy later on. And by then, it'll be the perfect time to use that. Yeah, I can imagine. Although, to be fair, considering I really have no idea how to set up the sound for voice mod in this, I've resorted to using Hear Myself and then muting my internal mic, so that way the PC playback is playing my voice, so there you go. Also, Chaz, you seem to be taking quite a bit of damage. Now might be a good time to use the Hyperjammer. You know. Not saying, just saying. Although, now that I think about it, let's do slash! And disrupt. And then hewn. And then just attack. Okay, so it doesn't kill them, but it does stun them. So that works, I suppose. Also, believe we already... Yep! Yep, I got the intelligence of a goldfish. I got the memory span of a goldfish. I have the attention span of a goldfish. I am goldfish. But I is still professional. That's the important thing to keep in mind there. I should probably think about healing up. You know, that might help. Let's see. Chaz and I think Wren took the brunt of it all. And since Wren is able to self-heal, yeah, that should be no problem. There's a path going down there. But what about to the left? Let's get rid of you. There. Okay, what about here? There was nothing! What'd you expect from me? What did you expect from me? Let alone expect from Wren. Yay! Now it's got a warning set up, so now it's summoning all its friends. Yo! Kefka, how is it going? Everything's going perfectly fine. It's going perfectly fine. It's okay. We took it out. We took it out. Everything is fine. Nothing is ruined. Except those enemies that stand in my way. Nothing over there. Just an elevator in order to get us to here, and... Oh, no, it's not the end. Well, that's okay, Jeff. You'll be hearing it very shortly, I'm fairly certain, so long as we have Wren in our party, who, at this point, is a perma-member of our team. Trust me, we will be hearing Wren again. If need be, I can always do the talk command, and we could be able to hear it. Now, let us... That would be good, because that other one was the one that attacked us at the time. Alright, let us heal up. Chaz is fine. Riga could use at least one heal, and then Rune could use one, and Raja got the one. If you're talking about me with the subscription to Voice Mod, I've had it for quite a while, just haven't used it. Use it just yet. Also, I already forgot if there was anything we could do to the right, so I say it before, I'll say it again. Intelligence of a goldfish, attention span of a goldfish, memory span of a goldfish. I am goldfish. Which is why I would easily back into this. Look, if anyone asks what the hell I'm doing, it's because of... Oh! Hey, Kefka! Thank you so much for the gift sub for Pastille. Enjoy your thumbs up emote. Oh, did Wren just... Or rather, did Rune get what I... He did! Nice. Now we have another... Oh, no, it's Chaz who learned it. Sweet. And here's the funny thing. I already told Jeff this. I did pay for this with that one-time payment beforehand, but apparently it did not register, so now I'm stuck with that yearly fee. So, go figure. 3, actually. We have Raja and Rune, and I believe Chaz just learned it now. So that's 3 revivers. So already, we are stepping up in the world now. Okay, so yeah. That must be a way we can go after unlocking a certain path. So, guess that means we are continuing via this route until then. Hey, look at that, we got a plasma dagger. Only it means absolutely nothing to me because at this point daggers are all but useless. Granted, there is one person who can use daggers. We don't talk about Han. It's a command ball! Take out the command ball! You know, when I said take out the command ball, I meant take care of the command ball. Don't keep missing, damn it! So what is this, float mine? Oh, wait, does that mean, okay, it didn't do anything, but I get the feeling it probably would have either self-destructed, and I went this way? Or, I think that's just an extra path. Let's go see what is on the other end. We best go see what is on the other end. But anyway, I get the feeling those float mines is... if you give them enough time, they will either self-destruct or... I get the feeling, since they are more enemies... yeah, they should give out more experience. Let me check this side. Unless there is nothing on that side, in which case I'm just wasting time. Ooh, not a total waste. Zirconium armor. But yes, that's clearly meant for Wren, who upgrades from 110 to 119. Always appreciative. Also, because I'm pretty sure it's going to happen here, we may as well get this voice mod thing out of the way. Well, we found the Landale. So now, we'll just have to go to Kuran, which we're already on right now. Finally! Excuse me a sec.
Let's immediately identify reason the environmental control system is out of control.
Okay, let's go. There you go. What does your imagination tell you, Kefka? Also, Carmine! How's it going? Yes, we are in... We went to the first, Artifical Satellite, where we got Wren. Now we are in the second one, where we are fixing the true problems going on without within the Algo system. God, you can tell my English is just spot on today. Just spot on. Oh yeah. So far, we are doing quite well for ourselves. Ah, haha. This could be problematic, but I'm sure we can get through this. And Spark is only good for one of them. Let's just attack with you. Air Slash for you. Disrupt for you. Hewn for you. And just attack for that one. Ah! You bitch. Man, you bitch. It's a good thing that Raja and Rune are such troopers because, yeah. Oh, Kefka, if you're talking about how I was able to do the voice, that's Voice Mod, which is a software program. Figured, best to bring that up, so, you know. Because, my apologies, I'll admit, I blanked out for a moment, wondering, what are we talking about again? Well, at least the good news is, once you reach affiliate status, that money should start pouring in. I say it's going to be pouring in, but then the proper example of, yeah, it pours in when people feel charitable enough. That's usually not the case. And anyway, we have what we needed with that, so now we are moving on. So now we take out those GMs from the Gundam series, apparently. Well, at least now they don't really look like it that much. Also, two paths. One immediately going up and one to the right. What is that? A C or G-ray tube and a satellite minion. Let's see. Oh. Either way, let's take out that control tower before it most likely starts summoning minions that we can't even handle. Because those minions, while pretty weak on their own, if they keep going after the same person repeatedly, intentionally, they could be problematic. Also, Piercers. Ripper, Digivolve to Piercer. That went down after a gross amount of damage. Like, literally gross amount of damage, because that's what I believe. Money! Which, I believe at this point, unless we really go splurging, means little to nothing. And repair kits, which is pretty much the equivalent of the Trimate for mecha androids. So, yes, only one path we can take here. One path down there. Or, if we were to head to the right, what else would we find? So much for that floating mine. So much for that, you fool. Aw. Couldn't kill it before it started summoning more. Let's see. Oh, there is something to the right, so it's a good thing I came down here. And I should use... Chaz exits the dungeon, immediately is mauled by a bear, steps in bear trap, and trips into a burning car wreck. Although, to be fair, if I had a webcam set up for that, I too would be thinking about making a V2 version of my OC. Or at least Pony OC, but go with that as well. Napalm shot! I know it's not the napalm missile or grenade bomb, but did you steal that from Napalm Man, Wren? Did you steal his weapon from him? Is that what you did at that point? Whatever, I'm just gonna smile and nod and move forward with this. Rika, if you could heal yourself for a bit. There we go. That was pretty much Alyssa's last words before she died, which is, Chaz, I've set you up for life. Please don't fuck this up. Anyway, after taking that mauling in that battle, yes, Raja needs healing badly. And Rune needs healing badly. In that case, attack, 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 and if you could, let's do SAR. So that way everyone gets a chance for healing. Or we could save up on that and apparently unlocked Nares, which is the same as using a Trimate. The most powerful healing item that's not just a... I believe it was Stardew? That was pretty much a Nassar, but whatever. First off, let us heal Rune twice. And then... Oh, no, that is Wren. He heals on his own. I should know better. I really should know better. Two paths. What about the upper path towards the left? See what that gets us. Took care of the floating mines. Heading up gets us to that mini section. Okay, so we know where that leads to. Before I commit to that, though, let me head back and see what the lower section is like. I don't know. To be fair, Pastille, I'm just going over this because it's like, I don't really feel like showing my face that much, so I'll just have a VTube avatar. But of course, until I can get a webcam to even think about doing VTubing, let alone have someone make my Pony OC VTube version, that's not really going to happen anytime soon. So, from my end at the very least, you can rest assured about that. And I don't think... Okay, so there was nothing down there to begin with. So I'm backtracking just for the sake of backtracking. And there was no backtracking the backtrack with the backtrack. With the backtrack. Well, here's the thing, Pan. You've shown not only your face, but in one case at the very least, your Horsona. Or, yeah, Horsona. I think it's Horsona? It should be Horsona. Ah, not the detonation! You bitch. May as well head in there, because why the hell not? Yep, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. Anyway, not bothering with that one. Chaz, you need healing. Rika needs healing. Brew needs healing. And of course, Raja needs healing. There we go. Alright. Hopefully see you in a bit. And a charge can... Oh, ow. You bitch. Ya bitch. Alright, should be fine, but attack, 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 and you do... Okay, that was Nebres. You use SAR, so that way... The very least, I'm pretty sure Wren will be fine. This is just to heal everyone else up. Or not, because that's it. So, yeah, that works too. Jazz... Rika... and Raja. Since it turns out Rune is fine as it is. Today's path go one way. They go one way, so we should be perfectly fine. Let us move on. And I get the feeling I know what's at the end of that path. Oh, nothing. Alright. Let's do this. So this is the main control center?
I shall search for the cause of malfunction right away.
Wait! What's that? What? Where? Over there! In the shadows! Also, we should be fine, but... wait, what the... I had a decent comment, but someone threw a brick at me with Niwad Asuraf graved into it. Got a big mark on it on my forehead. Wonder what that's all about. Yeah, I wonder that myself at times, too. I honestly wonder that myself at times, too. And of course, I'm like that person. I'm acting like John Tron at this point. It's like, oh, right, I get it. I don't get it. Kind of moments there. But yes, let's heal everyone up. Ah, yes, it's a good thing I healed up too, because guess who we gotta fight now? What on earth? This feeling of oppression! Dark Force! Did you say Dark Force? You mean the same Dark Force who revived Zeo as a god?
It appears that Dark Force is the cause of everything. Let us remove it.
Easier said than done. Okay, I'm going for it! Can you believe we're only the third stream in and already we're going for the final boss of the game? Totally final boss of the game. Nope, nothing else after this. This is truly the end of it all. Alright, let's get a barrier set up, and also, holy shit, for a pseudo look at a redesign of him in the first game. The face is fine, and then the rest of it is kind of just like a pimple that's grown into a full-blown rash that's just been boiling over everywhere. So already getting great vibes from it. Great vibes from it, you know? Just simply the best. Anyway, what should we do about this? God damn it, Kefka. Now I got Darkseid 2 on my head. Dark Force, did you murder Rita? I don't know why that popped in my head, but god damn it, it did. Alright, so set up both a magic barrier and defensive barrier. And just go all out with attacks. And good thing we healed up and did the barrier stuff too, because, yeah. Hey, you missed, pal. Oh boy. Flare. Crosscut. No, not you. Double slash. Do you have any healing spells? Of course you don't. The only healing spell, if you want to include it, is Rever, and that's not saying much. So, in this case, Raza, we're going to have to trust you with Sar. Hopefully you can heal up before anything happens. Woof! Well, the good news is everyone else is perfectly fine. Wren, on the other hand, needs to recover, so let's do that. Let's do just that. Double slash, Flally, and that'll be a good time to once more use Saint Fire. Alright, here we go. Everything is fine, nothing's ruined. Oh man, not the phonomizer. The hell is a phonomizer? I don't know. What does your imagination tell you? Just... Sir, there's an emergency. What should we do? Hide the keys! Scatter the emblem! Set that desk on fire! No, I don't know why I felt like saying that, but I did, so... Na-na-na-na-na. So, hopefully, if I've done everything properly... hopefully... Okay, here we go. Yeah, we're perfectly fine. Because by the time he does that attack again, we've already healed up. But yes, I should definitely be a bit more cautious at this point. Let's do the same thing again. Hopefully, Rika has enough technique points that should, push come to shove, both Rika and Raza can do a SAR attack. You know, Wren could pass this turn, so that way he can recover. There's that too. There's always that too. Let's just concentrate on the standard attacks. Although Raza, don't stop the SAR. You know, stop the SAR. Can't stop the SAR. You can't stop the SAR. Can't stop the SAR. You can't. Good thing he decided to heal up. Good thing he decided to heal up. Okay, concentrate on the flare attack. Crosscut, double slash, Flally, and yeah, do another SAR. At this point, we can't be too careful. Just go all out. Go all out and heal up, even if it's not that necessary. Aw, how rude. Let's see. Yeah, just do that, and crosscut, double slash, Flally, should be fine, so let's just do a G-Res on Rika. And down goes Dark Force, and my god, that is such an amazing death transition there. Notice how we got all that experience points for killing the final boss, quote unquote. Did we do it? Yep! We've won! Okay, Wren, get Kuran back to normal.
Roger.
Hey, Rune, can I ask you something? What is it? How did you know that that monster was the Dark Force one that Zia was talking about? I've seen it before. Yeah, I'm sure that's all it is. I'm sure that's all it is. What? What do you mean you've seen it before? I'll tell you sometime. Just wait until then, will you? Well...
All functions have been restored. Now all we have to do is make some final adjustments at Salon. What is the matter?
Nothing. Let's go to Zalon. And graciously, this game takes us immediately to Zalon. Been powered back up.
Everything is okay. All the maintenance systems for the Algo environments are working properly.
Well, we've been through a lot, but I guess we've solved everything. Wait! Look at that! The snowstorm has stopped. It hasn't stopped yet? But has the control system for Dezoris been restored?
Yes, everything is working in order.
Confound it, you daggone whippersnappers! I told you! Didn't I tell you that the Garuberg Tower was the cause? The demons that live in the Garuberg Tower are creating a blizzard! Why don't you listen to me every once in a while? Anyway, this means that there is some other cause for the snowstorm in Dezoris, right?
If the snowstorm continues unabated, there is a danger that the Parmenians, and yes, even the Dezolsians, will perish.
Then there's no use just sitting around here thinking. Let's head back to Dezoris. Yes, I'll go too.
Seeing as how the mission has not yet been fully accomplished, I shall continue my responsibilities.
This is certainly getting interesting. Unless I go, you won't be able to get anything done, eh, Chaz? What with the Dezoris and a wall of ice, we won't be able to move around freely. What are we gonna do?
If we use the ice digger, we can break through the walls of ice.
Ice digger? What's that?
In planning for action on Dezoris, I had an ice-breaking car built.
Why didn't you tell us these things sooner? Jeez.
I shall load it onto Landale.
Unrelenting snowstorm. Ah, my goodness. Moving all this back and forth. No, I have to mute the audio input from OBS and then set the voice changer on. And since I can't set up the audio for that to OBS, I also had to turn on the Hear Myself thing in order to get that to work. So it's a bit of a pain, although since he is busy on his own, right, trying to get things working from getting home. Yeah, I'm sure even Pan can attest that using voice mod is fun. And by fun, I mean fuck. Anyway, before we head back, just because I want to make sure that we are fully healed up, let's temporarily head back to Motavia. Almost said Dezoris. It's like, no, that's the place we need to go to. Let's go ahead and heal up here, just in case. And I'm curious about checking something out here. Let's visit back Aido and see if the other mission's been opened up. Probably not till later in the game, but figure may as well double check here anyway. Let's see, according to this, it says that the last 4 missions are not open to us yet. So we came here just for the sake of coming by here. Yay! Oh well. It's not like it's a total waste of time. We came here in the hopes that, you know, maybe we can get more stuff accomplished. Right now, that's not necessarily the case. So in that case, let us head back to Cattery. Back to the spaceport. Ourselves up. And now, we can continue back towards Dezoris. Back on the 3rd planet Dezoris, we are moving our way back to Tyler. Now, one thing I should check, because there's a Land Rover. Ah! There's our new bot, the Ice Digger. So now we can use that whenever you want to freely. And before I forget, let me save so we don't need to go through all that again. So now it's a matter of me making sure I know the right path to take here. Let's see. From here, head to Ryuan, go northeast and reach the town of Zosa. So in that case, what we need to do is warp ourselves to Ryuan. Then it's northeast from here. So let's go ahead and use it. Ah, I bet it's this ice wall that we're talking about. And we have owl talons to fight up against. And we could attack, but since we are in a brand new ship, we may as well test out our new gadgets here, such as the Napalm. Ow, how dare you use a windstorm? Of course, the only other one we have left to use is a different tool there. And figure may as well get into at least one more so we can use the End Sphere. I get the feeling this is pretty much the equivalent of, yeah, basically, X-Death from Final Fantasy V, opening up the path to the void. See, this is the town of Zosa. The egg of the Dezoris penguin is our special product. The Dezoris penguin is really cute. We've made improvements to the Dezo owl species so that they can breed in capacity. Oh, that's a big boy. That's a big bird. Wouldn't you like to walk along with a Dezoris penguin? There's a person putting up a signboard in the west of the town. Why don't you ask him? Chirp! Aw, it's so cute! Rune, don't you think it's cute? Not really. Man, cold-hearted as ever. Miss? Rochelle? Oh! Those Parmanian towns. If you just go east a little bit, you'll probably find them. Not really sure why we were talking about them, but sure. Guess there's that. Hey, you know what? Some Parmanian towns have been completely destroyed. Wonder what happened. See, because of the snowstorm, we can't even get to the Gumbius temple, where we find peace in mind and pray. In other towns, everybody makes a living by hunting, but thanks to the Dezoris penguin, we lead a breeder's life in this town. Just pray to God none of them know Brock from the Pokemon series. And it's pretty much the same conversation if you keep talking to those penguins. Ah, the Garabuk Tower. Come to think of it, I've seen a creepy tower just to the east of here. Well, if nothing else, we now know where we're supposed to go. My job is to collect the eggs. I walk behind them all day long so that they can lay their eggs anytime. Leave, talk to them. It has the Dezolian Penguin Companion written on it. Make the Dezolian Penguin a part of your group today. The Dezolian Penguin will walk around town with you. This dream-like experience is yours for only 500 Mesetas. Of course you'll try it, won't you? Oh yeah, why not? Well, then enjoy, but be careful. The penguin will leave if you exit town or go inside a house. I'm having way too much fun. What can I say? I'm getting my money's worth for this one. All 500 of them. Be careful, because the penguin will leave you should you exit town or leave it here. You shouldn't say such unscientific things. How can a tower cause storms and make people sick? How? Science, of course! I honestly don't know. But yeah, it's time we buy some equipment. Bye, penguin! We'll miss you. Okay, so now we have more weapons to buy, such as a flame sword. Ooh, that has the power of Flali with it. Tondo for the Thunderclaw. So, this is literally stolen from Clown Man. That's good to know. A Torn Dagger. As a weapon, it has no usefulness, but when used as an item, it does have Hewn, so yes, we will get at least one of those. And a Dream Rod that has the power of Bindwa or Bindwa, depending on how you want to say it. Let's just get those, just for the sake of getting them, see what they do for us. Nothing for you. However, the Flame Sword does up our defense a bit, and most definitely ups attack power, so we will take that. For Rika, she can have both Thunderclaws and be incredibly powerful, so we will go with that. And then the Dream Rod lowers attack power and does up defense a bit with mental power. So 4 and 6. I'll say for Raja that might well, let's see, 50. Yeah, for Raja that's fine if he does that. I won't get a second one, but that's good enough. And then for the armor store, we have the Phanta robe, a robe that creates an illusion of the wearer. Let's just see how good this can be. For Rune, defense, agility go up, mental power goes down a bit though. Still, it's good agility and defense, so well, decent defense. In fact, you're trading 3 mental power for your defense, so yeah, I'll get a second one of those. I mean, I already have the money for it. Why not? Get that, and since we have extra stuff, let's go ahead and sell some items we don't need anymore, such as the ceramic gear. And while we're at the plasma dagger and spaced armor. Spaced armor. Don't ask me what it means. Even I don't know. The plasma rifle. The plasma sword. Both of the plasma claws. Got that. And then also sell the forced cane and the 2 silver mantles. There we go. All set. So now the only other thing I should do is check out the item shop, see if there's anything worthwhile there. Probably not, but let's see. D-Mate Penguin Feed. Article that summons the Dezoris penguin. Let me see something real quickly here. I'm not seeing anything of how it could be useful. Let me just check something real quickly. Oh, it doesn't say anything about that. I'm sorely disappointed. Alright, whatever. Whatever. I say, what the hell, get the damn penguin feed. And guess what? When you buy it, the penguin already takes your feed. Oh, penguin feed is stolen! But we never would have seen such a cool scene otherwise, had we not done that. Oh, there's a house we can check out here, so why don't we do that? Breaking news! The Gyrobek Tower is located beyond the forest of the carnivorous trees. Apparently, it's not a place that you can get to. Unless you get a certain item. That is very, very true. But of course, we will get into greater details about that once we cross that bridge. Having said that, I believe our next destination... let's see, make sure we are in Zoza. Yes, we are. Head northwest from here. So where is our ice digger? Here we go. Probably one more space out. Now we can be able to use it. to, if we head this way, we should be in Mistvale or Mist Valley. Yes, we do have some things we need to take care of in here. So let us go ahead and see what is over here, aside from the Sky Tiaras. This is only one of them to take out. So, what's the purpose of going through here? You might be asking. Well, until we finish off this battle and check out what is over to the right, if anything, we might never know. But yes, let's see if there's anything here. There is a single chest. So we got that, and we have tech plants. So it's a biomech? A bio-android? What are you getting at here? Also, I should remind myself... Yeah, I should definitely remind myself, once this battle's over, which is right now, to immediately heal Rune, because, my god, he could use it. Let's go for 2 heals with Rune, and that should be enough. Not a full one, but close enough. And then just 1 for Chaz. And Rika should be fine. Going up here, we go into this mini cave. Ah! Chaz is taking all the hits. He doesn't need any of that. Good thing we have our flame sword to deal with them. No way to move upward from there, so we must circle our way around here, where we find a mini chest with a Stardew. A Stardew in the valley. Nah, that will never catch on. What was I thinking? Just take out more of these bio plants of sorts, what have you. Hey, learned a skill, Rayblade, which, if memory serves, I think that's a holy-based attack? Oh, right through here. Strong light attack with the sword, and if memory serves, there is a powerful attack that can be used with that. Not with that one. I believe there was. Let me double check something here. Oh, Rayblade with Astral. Was that the only one? Okay, guess it was. Damn. Thought there would have been something else, according to that, but seems that is not the case. The group's unbelievable, colossal, near-comical fuck-ups were far from finished. What will happen to the planet Dezoris? Is the snowstorm ever gonna subside? Will anyone pay attention to Raja? How much fucking up does Eizen need to do in order to get this to work with his voice mod? Tune in on the next episode of Phantasy Star Z. So once we take care of the Sky Tiaras, let's see, how we doing health-wise here? Let's see, Rune could definitely use some healing, so we'll go for 1 for him, 1 for Raja. And don't think for a brief moment, I didn't notice those muskats over there. This is the mysterious valley, yeah? Wow, it's a cat! And the cat talked! We are muskats. We can talk. Yeah. We get some kind of feeling from you. Yeah. Go in and meet the old man. Yeah. Hey, a whole bunch of muskats. So, yes. Although there wasn't an abundance of them, they did originally appear in the first Phantasy Star game as one of the playable characters, Mew. And of course, in the second Phantasy Star game, when you went to the planet Dezoris, you could talk to the muskats provided you have a special hat. Though the same thing could be said for speaking to the Dezolisians. If you wore a different type of hat. But now, thanks to this game, you don't have to worry about that. Normally, neither Parmenians nor Dezolisians can enter this valley. Yeah. Somehow, we get the feeling of fond remembrance from you. Yeah. Oh, believe me. Meow was a very, very good boy. Very seldom do humans enter this place. Yeah. In all of Dezoris, only this valley is warm. Yeah. The old man has a treasure. Yeah. Oh. We haven't even seen the old man's treasure. Yeah. The beauty of the old man's shuttlecock is unparalleled in this world. Yeah. Yeah. I can get the top off of this bottle. Yeah. The weather in Dezoris is rather strange these days. Yeah. Can I talk to the musket? There we go. All that is left of the muskets are here. Yeah. I'm imitating the old man. Yeah. But yes, there's the big boy itself. Good of you to come, visitors. I am the chief of this valley. There is good in your eyes. No wonder you were let through. It's really strange. I have a feeling that this is not the first time we've met. I feel good about putting this in your care. This is a treasure that has been passed on generation after generation. Take it with you. It's the silver tusk. Here's the silver tusk. Please make good use of it. Now, don't quote me on this, but I get the feeling that this quote-unquote old man is Mew from the first Phantasy Star game. Considering if you gave it a certain nut, it would sprout out wings. It's definitely giving off strong vibes that that's the case. Especially since its quote was, "It's strange. I've only seen you just now, but I feel as if it's not the first time we've met." Sort of giving you a vibe of that. You guys are special. Yeah. But with that said, actually, can I be able to? I can. Because we already got what we need in here, so we may as well continue onward.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
How's it going, Jeff? Alright, let's see. Now that we have the silver tusk here... So
oh, you don't have the voice changer on.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
That totally made the stream as it was there. Okay, so
I forgot there's a switch you have to click first. I thought it did it automatically.
Because you can switch it to the voice changer you want to be in, but unless you activate voice
yeah,
changer,
you have
work.
to act. Yeah, I forgot about that.
So actually, it says from here to warp our way back to Zoza, and we can progress onward, but just be on the safe side. Let's go back and heal up a bit. that. So we were heading northwest in order to reach that area. This time, we are going to head northeast towards our next destination. Just right by here. Here's a protect bit. Oh no! Well, that didn't really do that much damage. Well, in that case, let's just attack it. Yeah, apparently that did far more damage to it, just attacking it normally, than it did with a napalm.
You choose the Force!
So we barely even enter this area, and already we're attacked by a Gesundheit. Other than that, I don't know what else you would call this thing. Or I think this is what happens when you first enter it. Oh, and apparently we have fought this one before. I think it was the same one whom we saw when we got the Psycho Wand. So, if that's the case, that would make total sense. So yeah, let's just take it out. And apparently it's strong against fire types because it is not doing that much damage to it. That, or it's just incredibly strong, defensive-wise. Also, I should, you know, think about trying to do major damage to it. So, let's do Crosscut, since it... I guess it would make sense. It was technically an enemy of sorts beforehand, so now would be a good time to think about healing up. Especially if it's going to attack Rune, I should definitely think about healing up. Ah, there we go. Much better. Woo! Wren, you are a trooper, but now would be a good time for you to recover. You know, not saying, just saying. And I'll have Raja keep attacking physically, because you never know when Saint Fire might actually come in handy in a later battle. So, just keep attacking, like so, with that. I think just a normal res should be good for Chaz. Yeah, it pretty much did that much damage, so that's good. Oof. Rune, I'm telling you, man, you've got to find a way how to pull yourself together. I mean, I ain't saying, I just be saying, yo. Granted, that was a critical hit that enemy did, but still. Oof. Oh! Now you've ruined my res spell. Oh well. Good news is, since we have Raja on healing duty, he can use this as an opportunity to, for once, revive someone in battle. Unless, of course, we beat him with this one. Like that! Just like that.
Blades of Steel.
The control systems for the Solician climate.
And I was just about to speak the next line, and then a huge thunder crack just came by, so excuse me for that. The monsters have been making a nest!
As we suspected, this must be the cause of the abnormal weather.
let's investigate. It's no use. I've been telling you. The cause of the snowstorm lies in the Garbeck Tower. But, yes. We'll listen to you in a sec. First off, revive, Rune, if you could. Dying recovered! Just let that be a lesson. Dying recovered. You don't need to learn about anything else except from dying recovered. If you've learned anything from this, all you need to know is dying recovered. Do I dare? Yeah. We've beaten Dark Force, but Dezoris is still not recovering. I've been telling you, the problem lies in the Garbeck Tower.
In any event, I do acknowledge there is a need to investigate Dezoris.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go! The Garbeck Tower. Well, either way, we need to check what is going on in here. Anything towards the sides here? There's a path going both up and to the right. Let's start with up. Hopefully all we'll see are just extra treasures we can get. Wire dime. I'm sorry, some of these names, they're just like, what? Material here, and just the name Wire Dime. It makes you think, I swear, it makes you think. Also, Rika's almost close to dying, should one more good hit come in. So, Raza, would you mind healing Rika, hopefully in time? Or we can win the battle. That works too. That works too, I suppose. But yes, Rika, if you could heal yourself not once, but twice. And heal Chaz. Alright. And what do we have here aside from more to go through? Okay, you know what? I'm starting to get sick and tired of all this. Starting to get sick and tired of all this. Air Slash and Disrupt. And Hewn. Raza, you keep attacking. Ah! Considering how much damage they can do, and if they focus their attacks, not deal with it. And we grab ourselves a Pulse Vulcan, which is far weaker. Too bad, you've been zonked. This is clearly, let's make a deal.
Hang on, hang on.
Clearly that's what we've learned from all this. Ooh, now we've learned a skill, Tondel. Let me double check that real quick. Let's see. Tondel. Strong bolt damage. And I believe that's a multi-attack move, so that will prove to be quite useful later on. Also, before anything else, let us heal up Rika just once. I know. I just get the feeling that if it was like 10 battle damage weaker, then sure, I could see why it would make sense that you would have that weapon show up here. I just don't feel the need for having such a decrease of power for it to justify replacing your current weapon. That's all I'm saying. Also, welcome back, man. Glad to see you made it back home. I wouldn't doubt it for a second. I wouldn't doubt it for a second. When polygons attack, when do we draw the line? God damn it, Pastille. That was such a good line. Okay, so we went up. Let's check over here to the right.
The Adventures of Bayou Billy. Also, that voice clip was only in the US version. They don't have a Japanese person say, they don't have a voice clip saying Mado City in the Japanese version.
To be fair, it's the Famicom. You can only do so much with it. You can only do so much with it, and yeah, I'm just gonna stop right there because clearly I'm making myself sound like I'm a Mr. Know-It-All when clearly I barely know shit.
You realize that the NES, and the Famicom are the same system, just
hence
different.
why I said I'm stopping before I say anything I'll regret. That's why I said that. Yeah, let's just do that and that. While we're at it, let's do that and just that. So we checked everything from there. So next up is this path up above. Left or right? Left or right? Left! And just to see if there's anything further down this path before going through that elevator. And same thing as before. Air slash, disrupt, hewn, and attack. Yeah. Well, they were taken down. That's all that matters. But yeah, Jazz could use some healing. Let's do a key res this time. There we go. Much more health. Let's recover for that and for Raja. There we go. And survey says we found money! Right now, not really that necessary, but I guess we'll keep it in mind for later. So, I get the feeling, Rune, yeah, you are gonna need healing, so let's do that before we forget. And just continue on with the physical assault. And I feel like I'm gonna have to keep doing this every single time because they keep targeting Rune for the stupidest of reasons. I say that, and it's more or less the best of reasons. Going here, we got the Compo gear, which, let's just double check. The Compound headgear. A combination of ceramic and titanium. So having this ups defense by 2, not much, but it is an upgrade nonetheless. I guess as a proof of point, I'll temporarily switch back to the Vulcan. I guess it might be worth the trouble? For this dungeon, at least. I'm still not convinced that it's a better choice in the long run. That was such a great transition there. We needed a separate screen in order to reach the other side. Just simply to put the best. Take care of that, and all that's left is that little doohickey thingamabobber there. There we go.
The Avengers!
You cannot escape. You'll be the one escaping.
I think you can tell I'm having a bit way too much fun with this.
No, that's pretty much the point of voice mod. If you're not having fun with that, then obviously you're doing things wrong. Also, with something like that, I'll say do that. Air slash. Normal attack, normal attack, normal attack. Yowie. That taken care of. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of hoping we finish this mini dungeon soon because I really do need to use the bathroom. Really bad. Oh, I'll give it a few more minutes. If we're done or getting close to the end by then I'll stick it through. Otherwise, yeah, if we're not done by 7 minutes, I'll say impromptu intermission. Who knows? We shall soon see. For now, let us concentrate on taking all these guys out and... Okay. Good! Didn't attack Jazz. That's a good thing. With that said, now would be a good time for me to heal up Jazz. Also, let's heal up Rika. Alright. There we go. And then up in here, repair kit. I get the feeling that's probably going to move me forward, so I'm going to backtrack a bit and see if there is anything heading backwards I might have missed. Hopefully there's still one of them left after all these attacks. Except if Raza misses, of course. Hopefully this will finish him off. Okay, it did. So, had Raza not missed, there would have been just one. I can at least take some solace away from that. Heal up Chaz, and yeah. Something also, no, attack, 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 and then, res. There we go.
For some reason, I misinterpreted that as Rasmafrasm. I don't know why, but Rasmafrasm.
Rasmafrasm. Grumble, grumble. Oh, wait, I know where this is. So, yeah, we're on track. Duh. I feel like this should be the quote of the day. You know, I have the intelligence of the goldfish. I have the attention span of a goldfish. I have the memory of a goldfish. I am goldfish.
This will explain everything.
Should have known.
I swear, that never gets old.
Nope. It literally does explain everything. As stupid a sound effect as it is, it does explain everything.
Did not mean to play that one. Did not mean to play that one.
So, let's do... Air slash... Standard attack, and hewn. Or better yet. Why do that? I could just use a Torn Dagger. Oh. That's why, because it's only on one enemy. Okay, then, yeah, use Hewn. And just attack. Not that it matters, because we finished him off with an air slash anyway. Anyone need healing? No, we should be good. Nothing to the right, so it's a good thing we went here first, otherwise I would have thought, I have to backtrack and make sure I didn't miss anything. And going through here, nothing. So, we could just go straight through that door without any regrets, or regrets for that matter.
Without any regrets, regrets, or repercussions.
Oh, didn't face a doorway. Here we go. No, I didn't choose skill. I said technique. I don't care what it is you say, game. Also, I chose the wrong target. God damn it. There we go. Anything... Okay, so that will lead towards the end of this dungeon. Which, if that's the case, yeah, I'll stick through it to the end.
Finish the fight!
Take you down. And all that's left are you. All that's left are you. That made total sense. Don't question my methods. Of course it does. Head on down. Nothing to the right. Some to the left, though. For composite armor.
Compound armor, probably.
Yeah,
Same,
compound.
probably the same, making as the compound helmet, or whatever it is.
I'd imagine that'd be the case. Ooh, a debugger.
So probably the zirconian and titanium, whatever it was.
Oof, that double slash. Went at me right with that bitch slap. Ooh, them even. Alright, Rika, let's go for another healing. That, G-Res for yourself. Healing for Rune and for Rasha. As for Wren, he can heal up on his way. You dolts! How foolhardy you ought to come here! Morons! This was just a trap! It seems like a waste to dirty our hands with stupid people like you. But, being just a vessel that takes orders, I'll just have to do it. Wait, you said orders? But we've beaten Zio! And Dark Force! Whose orders are you acting on? You defeated him? The great Dark Force? How ridiculous. It sounds like he's mocking us, but little do you realize, once you go further in this game, no, he was dead serious about how utterly foolish it is that we would defeat someone that easily like that. So for now, barrier, crosscut, debar. Let's go for a tandem, or tandle. And then, now would be a good time to use Saint Fire.
You St. Elmo's Fire?
I double-checked. It's not St. Elmo's Fire. I wish it were. It's just Saint Fire.
We can call it St. Elmo's Fire if we want to. It doesn't fucking matter.
And now, Your Holiness, Saint Elmo is about to speak to the press.
Elmo knows where you live!
I was going for the song, but okay.
Not that it matters.
I know.
Yeah, let's go for another round, and then after that, we'll worry about healing. Not that it matters, because you're already dead. Blast! This bothers me. It was talking like that creep Dark Force is still alive. Yeah.
Yes, there is nothing wrong with the climate control system.
So, it really was just a snare. See? Just like I said! We have to go to the Garuberg Tower! Just double check. Oh, God damn it. Give me a second.
The climate control system is functioning normally.
Are you saying something else is causing the abnormalities in Dezoris? And since we already cleared out everything, let's see. Let's warp our way out of there. And warp ourselves to Zoza. Let's heal up, so that way we won't need to worry about that during the break. Do that. And because I don't feel like doing that entire dungeon again.
Oh man, huge ass penguin.
Yep. Huge ass penguin.
Chunky boy.
Yeah, it's a big burb. But with that said, folks, I really do need to go to the bathroom, so if anyone feels the need to stretch their legs or grab a quick snack, what have you, this is the best time to do so. And when we come back, we shall tackle a little bit more of Phantasy Star IV. So with that said, see you in a bit, folks.
Huge ass penguin.
Alrighty then, folks. I think that was a long enough break. Why don't we just head on right back into the game? So now that we've taken care of that battle, let's see. Head back to Zoza. Rest up. From here, we need to head east. So let's, I don't know, one more time. Use the Ice Digger. Head east from here. Wait, we were just there. No, not that. Get the feeling it's probably more south and east. Just use our end sphere. Hopefully that'll clear out these enemies instead. Which, of course, it did. Ah, this is probably the place I was talking about. Here we are in Rochelle, and we have zombos to deal with that are apparently doing a thriller dance, as it were. Also, how's it going? Hi, Dragon. Glad you could show up in time for the thriller dance. Let me see. If you were to show up on the waiting list, I should be able to drag you into the call.
We're getting everyone in on this.
Apparently so. Apparently so. Guess I am not.
Joyu Sentai! Chuninja!
Alright, that might take a bit. I think you have the powers to do so yourself, so why don't you
Yeah, I can
check
do
that
it
out
too.
while I check this area out. So just to check this area out. This is horrible. No irregularities, I see. Have you not seen The Walking Dead that is literally coming by here? Let's see, is Michael Jackson nearby? Oh, they're just shooting Thriller. I see no abnormalities here. Seriously. Alright, let's see. So, it says nothing here we can use. What I'll do here. So now we need to head southeast from this town. So east and south. Ah, here we are to Meast. This is the town of Meast. There's a strange illness going around, and we are in a terrible state. Okay, so what we need to do is find a way how to de-equip everything on Raza. So let's do that for the time being. I know what you're thinking. Don't you worry. There's a reason for all this. This is the patient admission area. It used to be an inn, but the innkeeper has made it a public clinic out of the goodness of his heart. Oh, that's nice of him. This place is actually a large inn renowned throughout Dezoris, but because there are so many ill, the innkeeper is letting us use it. Such a wonderfully warm-hearted person. I'd say it's beyond the call of duty. We're the Espers that you all have been talking about. Who has been talking about the Espers? We have come from the Esper Mansion, southeast of here. Actually, this is supposed to be a reference to the second Phantasy Star game, where you met a group of people here in Dezoris that were the Espers. So that's a huge nudge nudge, hint hint for that. So, with that said, let's just continue on. No medicine seems to cure this strange illness. At this point, the only thing to do is inject life energy into them to help prolong their lives a little. That's why all these people from Esper have come. We're in pain, but the patients are in even more pain. We've got to work harder. I was gonna say, can I talk to the patient? Ooh, I'm in pain. Wow, this patient needs life energy. Wow. It just keeps dragging on and on. I get the feeling the exact same conversation is going to be dragging on and on, so let's just talk to these people. I'm the innkeeper. To tell the truth, I didn't want our place to be used, but with all those empty rooms, the townspeople would have looked at me reproachfully. How upsetting. Darn. Yes, maybe we should just make it a hospital.
You don't say!
Might just be me, but yeah, that might be the case.
Hey, there we go. Now I can speak.
Ah, how's it going there, Pastille?
Olay.
Hello.
Ori!
Yeah, for some reason I just could not talk on Discord, probably because I don't have the permissions.
Oof. How odd. The strange illness broke out right after the Garuberg Tower appeared. See? Just as I told you, that tower must be the cause. Raja, quit joking around. Chaz, this is no joke! He's got a tremendous fever! Quickly, we must carry him to the bed!
You should be fine. I don't know what was going on.
Even Raja has fallen sick. He'll die if we leave him like this. I don't believe this.
Oh, Chaz, you dipshit.
Yeah, I agree with Rika. Chaz, this is no laughing matter! Sorry. You should be.
What a funny joke.
You're aware of it
What
too.
a funny
Insert Joker
man.
fun here.
What a funny man.
I've sensed it ever since we first came to Solus, but it feels particularly strong around here. Yes! What is it? What are you two talking about? Chaz, listen carefully. This feeling is the black energy wave. The black? It's probably coming from the Garuberg Tower, and it's very close by. Damn! Help! Help! Kyra! Kyra is headed for the Garuberg Tower by herself! Kyra? She's a girl of exceptional courage from our group, but this is far too reckless! There's a forest of carnivorous trees surrounding the tower! Chaz! Right. We can't let her go alone. Tell us where this forest is. It's just to the northeast of town! Alright, let's go.
Go.
Sorry to say, Raja, but we have to leave you behind for the time being. But don't worry. We will be coming back for you. We will be coming back for you. Also, since we're here, let's see if there's anything we can purchase. Let's see, armor. No useful shield. I will, however, get 2 reflect mails. Armor with the highest resistance to both technique and magic attacks. So, most definitely useful there.
No, it doesn't make sense. How does a reflect mail resist elemental attacks? Isn't it supposed to, you know, reflect them back at enemies?
I was gonna say, this is in Final Fantasy VI. That rule doesn't apply there.
Good point.
Yeah, not sure what to tell you. That also, how's it going, Hydreigon?
Good. Of course, someone has been playing too much Final Fantasy.
It's almost like fans doing a Final Fantasy retrospective if you're referring to him.
Also, Silver Tusk. That is technically a weapon, so yes, please, we will equip that with us. Yeah, if there's nothing else we can buy weapon-wise, we may as well sell all of our extra stuff along the way. Keep the Torn Dagger because it could be useful. Keep the Thunder Claw because if no one else is going to use that as a weapon, could be a good use for the Tondal spell technique. Keep Napalm Shot because, god damn it, I want those powerful attacks against one-on-one. Sell the Zirconium Gear. Clearly sell that. I don't even think you could. Sorry, but I can't take that. Yeah, sorry, Pan, the game already thought about that. I know you so desperately want me to do so, but yeah, it's not going to let you do that. But yes, also sell the 2 silver mails. And for now, we should be good. From there, and 2 item shops. Bet you one of them's an actual item shop, and the other one is just for whatever. Yeah, we got plenty D-mates. Hopefully, when the time comes, they should have more tri-mates for us. Also, never mind, me and my children becomes ill. Hey, why can't I go outside? Deadly plague. Don't ask me what type of plague it is. Just plague.
Oh, I'm dumb. I forgot I had my controller mic muted. Whoops. God damn it.
It happens.
That it does.
Yup.
Apparently, Kyra from
What a
Esper
story, Mark.
Well, he has his sound. He has his sound board up now, too.
I had some coming that caught me totally off guard. Yeah, you can say that again. You can say that again.
What a story, Mark.
Welcome to the overworld. I'm updated PlayStation.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Anyway. Apparently, Kyra from Esper has headed towards the Garabrook Tower alone. I've heard that the forest surrounding the tower is full of carnivorous trees. We can't just let her go alone. We've got to help her.
Gotta find the princess.
The princess has been captured by carnivorous plants. Are you a bad enough dude to rescue her?
Help us. If you need instructions on how to...
If you need instructions on how to rescue the princess, please see your enclosed instruction manual.
Let's see.
I was gonna say how to get through the hotels, but there are no hotels in this game.
In the very first area of the game where you lost from Elise and head through the right wall, you'll end up in late game area named Redacted? What the fuck? Are you serious, Pan? I grew up with this game as a child. I've never heard about that.
Wait, is there a skip?
Apparently there is. Also, there's the Esper Mansion.
Maybe. Also, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, I can.
Okay, good. I'm worried Discord might fuck something up again.
Yes. Okay, is there something I'm missing? Let's see.
Damn it, Bastille!
Rest up, head northeast. Okay, so I was heading the wrong way. I was heading southeast.
Actually, we've met once before.
What?
I was gonna say, language, SpongeBob.
Let him do it.
And yeah, this is the tree they were talking about. Look, someone's being attacked! Is that Kyra?
You bring a light?
No.
Here is my ultimate technique.
I am RoboCop. Fear my BB gun of death!
It's not.
And I'm just gonna showcase this battle. We are making great progress against this, so let's put up a magic barrier, physical barrier. And notice that we are doing great damage against it. I think it might be all for naught, but I feel confident in my chances here. Let's focus on them one at a time. I'm sure that was the main difference here. Yeah, no matter how much damage we do to them, even if we defeat them, we haven't really defeated them. So, you can continuously fight them like this and die no matter what happens. Or you can do the smart thing and just want to run away from battle, because there's nothing you can do at this point. Hell, they just keep growing and growing from behind us. There's just no end to this. We've got to make a tactical retreat. Thank you for rescuing me. My name is Kira Tierney. My name is Kira Tierney. Who are you all? We've been sent by your friends. At any rate, I'm glad that you're safe. I see. So that's why you came all the way here. It was pretty reckless of you to come here all alone. Well, I felt like I had to do something to make it all right. It just made my blood boil to see all those people in such pain. But those carnivorous trees, they were far stronger than from what I've heard. Yeah. I wonder if there's a better way to tackle them.
New teammate?
I may know of a way. Our leader should be able to tell us. Our chief of the Esper Mansion. Let's see.
Him?
Oh, really? You'll do it? Lutz, aka if you're playing the original Phantasy Star, Noah / Lutz, they're both the same person. But yes, the same one from both Phantasy Stars 1 and 2. About 2,000 years ago, he, along with a heroine called Elise, yep, as I just mentioned from the first Phantasy Star, saved Algo and has come to be known as the legendary wizard. Wait a minute. Are you saying a person from 2,000 years ago is still alive? Based on what we've done in Phantasy Star 2, where he fell into a deep sleep until we revived him, yeah, I could see it's possible for him to still be alive. It's said he is still alive in the deepest depths of the Esper Mansion, but they won't let anyone except top-ranking people enter the mansion. That's why I've only seen him once, and that was from afar at that, during some ceremony. But you can even recognize from afar he's quite intelligent, graceful, classy, just an all-around wonderful person. I doubt that he would have known of a good way to tackle this problem. So he's been alive for 2,000 years. You don't believe? The Reverend Lutz is an unparalleled magician whose feats have given rise to many a legend. I'm sure the Master even knows the secrets to immortality. I wonder if that could be true.
Logically speaking, it must be something like cryogenic hibernation.
Well, whatever the case may be, we just can't leave the people of Mies in their misery. We must try to get an audience with Lutz. Yeah. Hey, Chaz, let's go and see if we can meet up with this man Lutz. I'll be your guide. Let's go. Alright. Onward to the Esper Mansion. Also, to answer your question there, Jeff, yes, it's a new party member.
Oh, hey, they finally... in this game, they actually scale.
It would make sense up to this point. So, now let's go the way we went to beforehand, before we realized we went in the wrong direction. Just immediately get in another battle. I should probably head into town and rest up, if only because if we keep running into more of those bots, they're going to eat up through my end zone ability for the ice digger that fast. Let's just do that. Also, Pan, when did you say you were planning to do Metopia? Was it your usual 6:30, 7:30, or the 7-8 time slot? Because either way, I want to make sure that I'm there for that. Just pierce our way through that. If we were to hug the right, then we'll see the Esper Mansion just up above. If it's just two of them, I'll just do a standard physical attack. Either way, we made it to the Esper Mansion. Oh, it's you, Kyra. Welcome back. And yeah, we could have gone here any time, but without Kyra in our party, we would not have been able to even get through the main door. This mansion is also cut off from the outside due to the walls of the ice. And let's just see the statue. What a gentle-looking face this statue of a woman has. Now, I'm not entirely sure, but I get the feeling I know who that might be. Oh, I'm scared. I'm afraid that black energy wave... If Lutz were alive... Why doesn't he appear? Especially at a time like this! I do hope I'm streaming long enough right now to show that off. Kara, how about the town of Mies? Yes, well, my friends are doing their best, but ultimately, it's not going to solve anything. So let's check through here. Training room. Make a body of steel. That's good attitude. Lutz is the idol of all. Well, he's meditating. Let's leave him be. On this side, I get the feeling we get to progress to the next part of this. Upon hearing stories about Rochelle and Mies, I sent some of my friends, but I don't think they have any idea about the conditions there because of the wall of ice. Hey, it's Kyra! You were able to make it home! I mean, oh, shit, you're back here. See, the inner sanctuary is beyond this entrance, but the royal guards are protecting it and won't let us in. Kyra, you may not pass here without permission. Since when do I need permission? Open the door for us! That I cannot do. You pig-headed oaf! Let her enter. How dare you! I cannot... Hey! Oh, it's you! Forgive my rudeness. Please, enter. Room? This is a huge, huge hint as to why they let you in. Ah, Rune. It's good to see you made it back here safely. Forget the formalities. I'm going in. Oh, yes, of course. As you wish. This is the inner sanctuary, and further beyond. there is a room called Lutz's room. So what you're saying is what? Lutz's room is downstairs, or is this a room that Lutz just called Lutz's room?
And this is to go further beyond!
That's right, so now, the time has finally come. At last, we're going to meet Lutz! Oh dear, are my clothes clean? How's my hair? Oh, what shall I do? I'm so nervous! I wonder what kind of person he is. What do you think, Chaz? The legendary magician, Lutz.
Back in town?
Oh my god.
Yes, I went there.
What's going on? No one's here! Reverend Lutz, please show yourself! Lutz is not here. He left this world a long time ago. What?
It makes perfect sense. No human can live for well over 2,000 years.
But that just can't be! I saw him with my very own eyes! And besides, we are all believers, aren't we? We believe in the legend of Esper, that Lutz lives and is leading us, don't we? That's why we're all trying so hard. He has to exist! Kyra, calm down. It's true that Lutz is no longer of this world. But even if his physical body is no more, his spirit still lives on. What? Before he died, he left his will and memory inside that telepathy ball. Then, you're saying that this ball is Lutz? No, he's not here now. But if the chosen person appears, then Lutz and memory will be transferred to that person. Chosen? So, now. Wait a minute! Rune? Is Lutz? Dun 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 dun! La, 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 la,
There's
la,
no
la,
way
la,
that
la,
can
la,
be
la, la.
right.
Can it? I think it's right.
What, 9,000? God damn it.
That is correct. Rune Walsh is the 5th generation Lutz. You're Lutz? How could that be? Listen, Chaz. Since ancient times in Algo, there has been a cycle where calamities occur at least once every 1,000 years. That's because of a personification of evil called Dark Force is resurrected during those 1,000 years. Up until now, every time it has occurred, a courageous person would defeat the evil in order to maintain its peace. But we definitely did defeat Dark Force in Kuran, and yet there's no signs of abatement of these abnormal conditions in Algo. So what's going on? Algo was shaken 1,000 years ago by the explosion of Parma, an event that happened between Phantasy Stars 1 and 2. The delicate balance we were able to maintain was severely upset. This might be the result of that. The black energy wave can still be felt. Hold on, are you saying, despite us defeating it, Dark Force is still alive? That I don't know. But I can say that the root of all evil is not yet destroyed. The only thing to do right now is defeat it. Chaz, I've chosen you. Me? I have chosen you as the soldier to fight this inevitable, decisive battle. Why? Choose me? I felt that you are of a man of quite potential. We will soon find out if my judgment was correct or not, Chaz. Oh, great. Well, that's a story. Sorry I kept it a secret this whole time. We'll keep on cooperating with each other, though, right? Yeah. Anyway, we've got to go to the Garubek Tower. That's where the answers lie. But there are carnivorous trees that obstruct those who try to pass. Still, if we were to find the Eclipse Torch and use it, you can be able to destroy them. Right. Then our destination is decided. We must head off for the Gumbius Temple instead. The Desolians Temple is located in the mountain valley just west of here. Then we're off. Come on, Chaz, and stop looking so dazed. Oh, how disappointing that Lutz would be so insensitive. Sorry about that. I've always been like this. I meant to check the orb, thank you. Telepathy ball. What's this memory? I've inherited it now. That's what it means. I pray for your safety. So yes, now we know the truth behind Rune. Although he's not Lutz per se, he is the next generation of Lutz. So, take that for what you will. That's why he is able to use magic and such. I honestly wish I had something further to go on with that, but I don't, so... Smile or nod at this point. That's basically the best advice I can give. Just smile and nod.
Test.
Oh, is your mic giving you trouble yet again?
Yeah, apparently it switches back to my regular mic whenever I close off voice mod. So, as I was saying, you're telling me that this dipshit is the chosen one.
Yep. Sad to say, but that is the case.
Oh my god!
Well, not much to do for that.
Oh my god! Anyway, Laconian... Wait, is that the same...
They're eating her, and they're gonna eat me.
It's pretty much the same thing. What does Laconian Rod do differently? Also, I feel like we're missing something. Alright. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Such a bad yet good movie at the same time.
Oh, you... Troll 2?
Yeah. I actually have seen both Troll and Troll 2. They are so bad, but god damn it, it's such a... It's so...
You know what sucks? Troll 1 is nowhere near as disgust compared to Troll 2.
Well, to be fair, Troll actually had trolls in it. Troll 2 had goblins.
The memes, Hydreigon. The memes.
The memes, Jack.
So anyway, we know that our next destination is to the east of this place, so why not?
Ah, such a petty meme. How exquisite.
That was such a good... That was such a good choice on my part.
Okay, who said that again? Monsoon?
Yep.
Okay, good. I know Senator Armstrong, well, spoilers for Metal Gear Rising, or whoever the final boss is, said something about memes, too.
Yup, that was him. I know because I actually have the game.
Same here.
I bet if we were to head this way, we might be able to find the temple we are searching for. Ah! Gumbius Temple. Perfect. Welcome to the Gumbius Temple. We even welcome Parmenians. moments. Here at the Gumbius Temple, we not only guard the Eclipse Torch, the very symbol of the Dezolian belief, but we are also the central government. See if there's anything over here. It is a holy flame. The legend states that it emits a burning light that can reduce any object unworthy of this world to ashes. I once got terribly frostbitten, but the light of the Eclipse Torch cured me in moments. That is truly a holy flame. Okay, not sure where to go with that, but sure. Wonderful to be able to worship a flame of the Eclipse Torch again. Does that mean if we extinguish the torch, Ark will need to travel through various different lands to prove that the world is worthy of living? No, wait, wrong series. This is probably where we go to. What? That won't do. The holy flame is something that should not go beyond this gate. Even if it were the wish of Lutz. To lightly lend out the torch, it is not acceptable to me. Boy, you just don't get it, do you? Didn't I explain the situation? The future of the entire Algo System is hinging on this. Won't do. Won't do! What can't be, can't be. What? What's that? I'll take that, thank you very much. What the hell do you think you're doing? We are beings who live in the air castle. Hey you, the one dressed in white. If you're truly Lutz, you remember, don't you? You know who will be waiting for you at the air castle. I'll take possession of the Eclipse Torch. If you want it back, then come and get it. That is, if you don't mind losing your life.
Ha ha ha.
What a disaster! The flame which we hold holy has been stolen! It's my punishment for being so narrow-minded. Oh, how am I to bear the responsibility for this? Don't get so depressed. It was taken by force. There was nothing you could have done. All we have to do is go and retrieve it. Oh, would you really? Thank you very much. But, in exchange, you better lend it to us after we recover it. Oh, of course, yes, no questions about that. Rune, about the air castle. You said you know about it? Oh, yes. It was in Lutz's memory, to be precise. It's a castle that floated in the skies of the planet Parma a long, long time ago. AKA, if memory serves, the final dungeon, if not one of the final dungeons in the game. So, yeah, pretty important.
Wait, can I say something?
One final dungeon?
If I recall correctly, the original Final Fantasy I version of the dungeon is a nightmare to navigate. Because of the first-person perspective.
Final Fantasy 1?
I mean, Phantasy Star 1, sorry.
No, I get what you were trying to say. It makes perfect sense. The planet Parma. In that case, it would have been destroyed 1,000 years ago. Yeah, it's going to take me a while to set up this mod, so I think if you were going to say something Hydra got, now is the best time to do so.
How is there more than one final dungeon?
In Phantasy Star 1?
No, 4.
I don't remember.
The planet Parma exploded, and there's only an asteroid belt left where the planet used to be.
Could it be that miraculously the air castle survived, and even now is in the midst of the asteroids?
Hello.
The probability of that is very low. At any rate, I will check it out with the sensors on Landale.
We have multiple people in here now that could do reading with you. I mean, plus Dan has voice mod.
I have one more question.
God damn it, Pan!
It's the worst disease ever. Jeff George's painful smite will never be appeased, so he decided to roboticize himself as an AI program.
I have one more question.
Eizen, I'm gonna hop out for a bit. I'll be back in a bit.
Alright.
Alright.
Rune, I have one more question. Who is that person those witches were talking about? The first generation Lutz and his companions fought a man in the air castle. That man was Lashik. Or Lasik, depending on how you want to pronounce that name.
Depends on your translation.
Exactly. Is that who they mean? Lashik was defeated by the first generation Lutz.
A.K.A. Noah.
I don't know what we'll find until we get there. And then the conversation just abruptly ends.
Yep.
Which
Maybe
considering
the
how
developers-
this goes, it makes perfect sense.
Maybe it's because the developers ran out of time.
Phantasy Star 4 wasn't the rushed one, though. That was Phantasy Star 3.
Then I thought wrong then.
Also,
But yeah, now
if
is
we
the
want
time
faster
to
travel
go
there,
to...
now would be a good time to heal up. Or rather, we're here, so it should already be logged into our Ryuka spell list.
Yeah, just check with Ryuka. Jude, and
Yeah.
you even have the Gumbius Temple itself.
So we won't need to worry about that. So in that case, let's just warp ourselves back to Tyler. AKA attacking
I forget
two
if you have
cans
your
you're into
healing
that.
pads.
Hang
Give me a
on.
moment.
No, I got it.
What are the
Wait,
changes?
motherfucker, I'm already on it.
What do you think?
Let's go ahead and search for the air castle. I'm getting something. Although very slight, it is definitely something.
Can you get it on the screen?
I will try.
How dare you steal my voice, Pan? How dare you? That's it! That's the air castle, alright. God, it's got such a spooky atmosphere to it. Oh, are you getting a little scared? Huh, Chaz? Don't be ridiculous! We're going in!
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Oh my god.
Jimya acted to Mickey.
And of course, just to make sure that we heal up before going to the air castle, we're heading to Motavia, just because there's healing pads before leaving the station. That,
They
and
are
I do...
technically near Tyler, but yeah, the game kind of forced you on that
Yeah.
screen.
Not to mention, one thing that will definitely be useful before entering there, saving the game.
Indeed.
Because, you know, as Mr. I is professional, I don't need a save. I can do it just fine.
Always remember to save your game.
Alright, so now that we've healed up... and
Don't be like me in Resident Evil 3.
time to enter the air castle. Or the castle.
The A
Spoiler
castle.
question.
I'm back. Voice mod was being a butt.
I see.
Always the
Well,
worst when butts are being butts.
Oh, by the way, Eizen, how long are you thinking of going?
I was asking you the very same thing. When were you planning on starting your stream?
Technically, I'd be ready whenever. I don't want to interrupt this, though.
Yeah. We'll probably start, Hopefully, after I'm done with this dungeon, but...
Gravity is normal and there is a breathable atmosphere.
God damn it. Once again.
This is clearly an artificial condition.
They seem to be expecting us. Huh.
Will we
Jazz, stop
ever-
transforming into Johnny. They seem to be expecting
No
us.
irregularities ahead.
Test, test.
Yeah, we can hear you.
How's it going? Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Again, voice mods being a butt.
Damn you, voice
The
mod.
buttons.
So here's the thing. That's our final destination. They're not going to let us through just yet. It's the rascals who stole the Eclipse Torch! They're illusions? It's not just any illusions. They're an invisible barrier. So that means we've got to find the real thing and defeat them.
What a story, Mark.
This
I
will
wonder-
explain everything.
Will we ever find out how the air castle survived?
Magic. That's all you need to know.
Not just magic. Joking magic!
Futuristic magic.
I'm guessing there is going to be an explanation, but it's going to be a bullshit one.
Also, I would hate to be those demens worms, or dimensional worms, because, quite the hole they're coming through. Thank God Opie's not here.
Dimense worms. Yeah, Opie is having a tough time right now, so
Yeah,
probably
so
should leave him be.
Yeah.
Yeah, not gonna get into much details about that. But we did talk a bit regards to that. It's actually also why I got a new mod, because, yeah, Opie's taking a leave.
AKA Constantine.
Which,
Yep.
considering it is a personal matter that affects them very close to heart, it's understandable why he would take a leave of absence for the time being.
Yep, I
Yep.
completely understand.
Oh god!
Oh,
Yeah, corrosion is a piece of shit. Also, death spell. Yeah, this place is a big leap in difficulty.
Also, if you were so sad about losing Elise early on but wanted to slash her, good news, Kairo's got your back there. But yeah, now we should focus on... What?
It sounds like it does.
Oh hey, it's
you-
GLaDOS.
Oh, did you turn into T-Pain?
No, I said blocks on.
Oh, either way...
Oh no, it's murder.
Me is supposed to be a Tetris reference.
And make sure
GLaDOS?
nothing else there. Fuck it, nothing else from there. Was there anything down below here? Aha! Good thing I came back. It's a monster in a box, oh no! No, not really, but it makes you think that way. Also, yeah, you can already tell we're gonna have such a grandiose time if we're dealing 1 damage to it.
Grandiose.
And now we're starting to get trimates, which I still feel like they're not necessary now, but it's the game's subtle way of telling you, don't put these away just yet. You might need them in the near future. Blade
The
Drive-
adventures of Mario
God damn it.
Ow.
Let's see, I probably don't even have the right one for that, but let me see about this.
Blades of Steel.
Let me see.
What the first?
The Adventures of Bayou Billy.
I was about to say that. And I cannot do the good voice impression, so someone else do it.
Well, that was worth a try. I don't think it was as effective as I wanted it to be, so take that for well. Also, why did I choose to do that? I should have healed Rune. Thank God none of them attacked him, but still.
Playing with fire there, I see.
Well, to be fair, Jazz does have the fire sword, or flame
Later,
sword,
right?
So, actually, yeah, Kyra can heal.
Yeah, have Kyra heal, Rune defend.
Hey, Rune! Who are these dweebs trying to kill us?
Zeb, who are these dweebs?
No, not Rune. Not Rune. Don't you dare do that to me, game.
Literally, you want a Ryuko your way out of here, right?
Clearly, that's the best answer ever! I don't know why we didn't think about that.
Original.
Alright, nothing else. There. Let's see,
Oh my god!
Hey, Bastille, are you familiar with Freakazoid?
I heard of the show. I watched a little bit of it, but I haven't really watched it much back then.
Love the heck out of Freakazoid.
Oh fuck! I can't believe you've done this.
Oh fuck! Hammer time.
And let me see what you have! No!
Oh yeah, she's got it too, so yeah, why not?
Also a good old classic.
Good old modern
Yeah,
Warner
I get the
Brothers
feeling I know
animation.
what that was.
When I become famous?
No,
My followers do this bullshit thing that will totally not give you a virus.
No, actually, Hydreigon, that was the Roblox spoof pasted over the Me channel theme. And it is amazing.
Totally not gonna infect you with a virus. No, certainly not. Totally real person.
Totally real. Yay! He was sent to hell. Yay!
And there was much rejoicing. Yay.
Also, I have a quick question for you, Eizen, because while I was coming back home, I did hear my name being mentioned. In regards to setting up the voice mod for streaming, did you change your mic setting for the voice mod itself?
Probably not.
That would probably be why it was causing issues.
Either way, it's
Blame
something
on
that'll be
by the way.
addressed after both of our streams. Because I'm already committed at this point.
Another good old classic.
Inception. Or it's the Mass Effect Reaper warning.
No, it's the Inception sound. Also,
Inception, a modern classic.
and no soundboard would be complete without the obvious joke.
Upgraded models, I would sit.
That wasn't even him saying it, that was the sound.
I know it was.
Garbage
This
day.
will explain everything.
Damn you, corruption.
Damn it! I fucking knew it!
That would be from
Hey, you
Yoshi's
missed,
Island.
Yeah.
Hey, you missed, pal. Hey, you missed, pal. Hey, you missed, pal.
Wait,
Hey,
you-
You actually got that. You actually got that
Hey,
from Dark Seas too, really?
Hey, I miss.
Yeah.
Get ready for some.
I still have to hear the full version of that remix.
I mean, just donate 2,000 bits to beat this and you'll find out.
I'm pretty sure, even if I didn't, there was a link about that remix posted in there, so I could always see it from there. Yeah, I'm a risk taker. I have a feeling Wren would go first.
Also, this is from the Neverhood.
Yeah, I'm still trying to work that out.
All you have to do, if you want me to, Pastille, I can help you get the files all situated in Scum VM later.
Well, yeah, that's good. I already have Scum VM installed.
All you need to do is just make sure you copy all the files from the disk that you're supposed to get.
Damn it.
And I will help you with that, and I'll probably just help you with that later.
Yeah, best to wait till after Pan's stream.
Oh no, Chaz is dead. He's dying.
And there was much
Good.
rejoicing?
And
Chat.
tell me there's a...
Rune has reverse, so it should be fine.
Yeah.
Chat.
There we go.
In town.
Chaz is dead.
Yep.
It seems
Oh, in this
my
case-
deodorant has just failed.
It
Or
would more
just
be the death quote, which is, oh no, I forgot to enter my diary entry today.
Just one more page and I'd have finished this
One more
book.
page and I would have
I'd have
finished this
finished
book.
this book.
Join me,
Yeah, I
I will
guess.
make your face the greatest in Korodai, or else you will die.
I wonder, Jeff.
I
you
guess
have any
once
Captain
you're
Planet
done with the Air Castle, I'll get started.
Yeah, I was planning to end there anyway.
Hydreigon, I do not. Mainly because I never watched Captain Planet as a kid because I grew up in the late 90s after that show was off the air, so.
I thought they aired it on Cartoon Network in the early 2000s.
If they did, it was on the time when my mom wouldn't let me be up, so.
I was gonna say, it was on later parts of the afternoon, if memory serves.
Yeah.
Granted, I was a kid forever and a half ago, so what would I
also remember that I was the kid that grew up with Disney-era Power Rangers, so.
I grew up with Cartoon Network. So we had shows on Toonami, we had Looney Tunes.
I grew up with Teletoon and Captain Canal Famille, so I'm the odd one out.
Well, yeah. Well, Teletoon aired. Well, was it Teletoon or YTV that aired the Cartoon Network stuff?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I have a friend who
that was
lived-
back when I was way too young at this point.
Back
that
when
was
you
half
were
my
a
life
young
ago.
bab.
Send out.
Let's see, did I check here? No, I did not.
Didn't you come?
Oh man, I can't take
Never
the
mind.
Geno Claw!
Oh god!
If that's the case, we won't need this antidote.
Genocide.
You actually ran out of inventory
I
space.
know it's a genocide.
There is an inventory space limit.
Claw that gives you the power of Diem.
5
dying.
pages. So
Of
5
dying.
pages.
Well, there you go.
Oh wait. It's
Yeah, it's
5.
gonna lower our defense if we get rid of the Silver Tusk. So yeah,
Why?
Claw in that case.
Yeah, and I think the Silver Tusk actually has light damage on it, so you don't want to get rid of that.
Yeah, why would we do that? That'd be silly. So, did
Stop that! It's silly.
Well, actually...
Win is mine. Do you understand that?
Rest in peace, Rick May.
Yup.
Howie.
Hey, Hydreigon.
Howie.
Yes.
Oh no! I think I know this before the stream actually starts.
Let's see. What is...
Kit Pix.
Oh,
I don't.
Oh yes.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I made a boo boo, yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright. Alright, whatever.
Ooh, Chazin's not looking too good there.
I'm sorry, the old version of the
No,
Kid
he
Picks were
wasn't.
better than the new ones.
Good.
Actually, I know a better way.
I mean, I played
Just
Kit Pix
normal
3rd edition,
attacks
and
or
I didn't
whatever.
think it was
You
bad.
do disrupt.
That was the one I used as a kid because
attack
that's what
or
my
whatever.
school had.
And then...
Same here.
On the iMacs before they got rid of them to transition everything to Mac OS X.
Wow, your school used Mac.
Ah, finally got the school
Yeah,
using
they
Windows.
did because they did because my school was the same kind of school that Max had a lot of. Like, it was a private school, so of course they had lots of money to go with that.
Yeah, I went to a private school and we just had good old Windows.
Windows is better than Mac.
I mean, obviously, you had such good sounds in the early 90s as
Freaking Oregon Trail. And if we were lucky, some schools would probably have Oregon Trail too.
I actually have Oregon Trail too.
Damn it. Just keep playing it endless.
no food for the oxen.
What is it?
Dun, dun.
An escape pipe? No. Well, it won't let me.
Sucks I never got into 2.
Damn it! It won't let me take it.
Hold up. Has anyone here? Damn it, Pan.
Gear paralysis.
Damn it. Now the Ox is sick. A
Has
thief stole 20 oxen.
Has anyone here played the logical journey of the Zubinis?
Yes.
Barely.
Oh wait.
I have the original deluxe. I have the original deluxe edition.
Yay!
That game.
Welcome to your saving grace, Eizen. A kneeling point.
Yeah, the first game I
Now
thought
we can
was
circle
pretty
way around
original.
from there. And the actual spot.
I
Guess what? We're
recall-
still not there yet.
Broderbund got bought out by the Learning Company, so
Yeah, and I think they made a sequel that isn't
they
really
made a
as good
sequel
as
and a
first.
remake.
And both weren't good.
Well, yeah, because it's the Learning Company, and then the Learning Company got bought by Ubisoft.
And this is why I just stopped playing learning games and played more actual games. Ori and the
Agreed.
Blind Forest.
Good thing I had it. Good thing I had an NES that day and that time.
Okay, does the name Clue Finders ring a bell to anyone?
Third Grade Adventures, I recall that game, and
I do
sadly
not
I never beat it. Someone should stream that, honestly.
It works if you can get it to. I think it should work in Windows 3.1, so you might be able to get it to run using DOSBox.
If DOSBox can run Windows 3.1, maybe.
Yes, it can.
Yes, it can.
It just it can't. How do you think
I
Pan
can
runs?
confirm that it does because
How do you
that's what
think
I
you
use
run
for
Oregon Trail
OT2.
one Windows
Oh.
Edition and Oregon Trail 2?
I thought DOSBox, well, never
Well,
mind.
remember, Windows 3.1 was a front end over DOS.
Yep.
That I did not know.
It's
Most
technically
The more you know.
Early versions of Windows were basically front ends for DOS. It wasn't until Windows 95 where they started to...
Actually, it's officially they stopped packaging with DOS with Windows 2000. Every Windows before that is basically an overlay over DOS. Starting with 95, though, they start directly in Windows instead of putting you in the command prompt first.
And later versions of Windows, including the version that everyone has now, Windows 10 usually, is running on Windows NT.
Yeah, it's NT base kernel.
And if you're wondering why,
welcome to Pen and Jeff are geeking out.
but that's the best way to handle these situations. I should have done.
What everyone else is thinking while Pan and Jeff geek out. What?
You have it set to M.
Yep, there was the second half I was waiting for. That's why I didn't want to say anything.
Well, should be set to W for Wumbo.
You mean Wombat Man?
Patrick, I don't think Wumbo's a real word.
I Wumbo, you Wumbo, you
Wumbo. I wonder if I've often as I
Wombology, the study of Wumbo? That's first grade.
It's first grade, SpongeBob.
Let's see, path to the left.
Oh yes, the unshrink ray. Oh, let's see.
You said
Wumbo?
What? Get SpongeBob.
Well, Rune's down.
Well,
oh no!
Chaz doesn't go down.
So long as Chaz is still alive, we're fine. I say as he takes a hit.
No!
And because I'm a stupid motherfucker who clearly doesn't know any better. No, just
thank God there's that healing circle, but still.
But yeah. Let's see. Like nothing ever happened.
Dying recovered.
Everything is fine. Nothing is ruined.
God
Whack. Whack.
Oh God. Email, you so nice. Alright, everybody. In honor of this, my 50th email, I've decided to answer 50 of your emails. Yep. Ready? Go! Number 1. Dear Strongbat, can you please write a book about comeback jokes? Mike, Canada. More like, you write a book about comeback jokes. Nerd! Number 2. Dear Strongbat, what are some cool ways to spell different words? Example, fat equals fat. Math. Oh, you mean like strong equals song? You seem to like that one.
Or
how about this? Matt equals Matt! Number 3. Strongbat, what is your favorite leg? Chess and Tiff. Well, I like all kinds of legs. You know, like the Great Leg, the Leg of Hope. Leg? Oh, man. I was on a roll. Don't nobody go nowhere. I'll be right back. Hello? Yeah, this is me.
Young
I don't know. What kind of thing?
Hey, Dogman, I brought back your fondue pod.
This is what our stream has devolved to, folks. Just smile now.
Oh, that TV has words on it. Dogman, what is your favorite leg? Just and Tim. Hey, Clapface. Why don't you blow it out your ear? Your buddy, Dogman. Oh, another one.
What a story,
Dogman. How do you type with gloves on your hands? Oh, even I know what to do with this one. Bulleted.
Yo.
Oh.
I mean,
Delseated. Yo. Del Taco?
No, they're more like elephant feet. Yeah. So what do you think, like 50 bucks? Sounds good. I'll leave the key under the atme.
What is that stupid word? This does not look good for home, Star.
Okay, bye. Okay, back to our 15. Everything is fine. Nothing is ruined. Oh, that's good to hear. That's just it. Wait a minute. Flagrant error? What the? Where did all my emails go? What? The paper? This isn't over yet. Go back up! Go back up! Wait. I think I can remember some of those emails. Dear Strongman, why are you so awesome? Yours truly, Dumbface. Well, Dumbface, it's a long story. It all started with the chief one day.
Okay, seriously, can you go down? There we go.
That was a class.
Indeed it was.
Car Runner. Anyone heard of the Super Kingio Bros parody?
Nope.
Just...
I can explain.
I can explain.
Funny thing is that that's actually supposed to be Clancy Brown. You can tell from his voice.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Ooh. Right up there with Super Mario Bros. Super Show, the Legend of Zelda series.
Trouble with the trolley, eh?
Get out of here, you pelican! Spyro 2.
Come on, you enemies, drop already!
Get out of here or I'm gonna slap you silly! Oh wait, I did not say it right.
Oh, you're cooking, Frankie.
Someone watched Home Alone 2.
Hell yeah, I did, and it got Tim Curry and everything.
Oh, I forgot. There is one certain person probably best I should not name the former Oh, Donald Trump was in Home Alone 2 as well.
Yeah, brief cameo. How appropriate there. Also, look who's here.
The real
Hey, it's those
here.
assholes.
In that case, I did not choose Skills Game, god damn it.
I actually used to have a VHS of Home Alone 2, but I kind of destroyed it in a fit of rage.
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh no!
Was it because you saw Home Alones 3 and 4? There's no shame in admitting that truth. So you've come.
I'll feel it!
However, we have no use for anyone but Lutz. And we only have one use for him. We will mutilate and kill him with these very hands.
Ziathul. What type of name is that?
Well, I'm glad you pronounced that because I wasn't even going to bother attempting to pronounce that.
Goldman, do you know what you're doing? I don't.
I don't. She fool.
What? Oh, actually, I know the perfect way to use the EFIS technique. Just gotta make sure it fits well. And no, none of that. Alright, in that case, you use physical defense up. Damn. Damn you, Wren! You were one turn too late!
Ow.
Yeah, this fight is brutal. Even when you're prepared for it.
Even if you're ready, you're still not ready. Good thing we have Gizar, which actually, second thought, you use Reaver, you use Gizar, and let me see, what did Medicine do again? That's combos. What we need is this. Medicine. Recover much HP. So yeah, that'll be useful.
Oh, you did end up using my my cut version.
I'll steal it! No one will ever know!
Well, at least you finally have him on the soundboard.
Alright, not sure if it's gonna work, but we'll see if it if it does. And I think that was the case. Just be on the safe side. Do it for... Probably a waste, but whatever. Ow.
Yeah.
Damn it! Mistimed. I was trying to shoot for that Holy Cross combo.
Ooh.
And Jazz is dead.
Oh!
Ouch. Oh my!
Yeah, I get the feeling we're not gonna survive. I get the feeling. I get the strong feeling we're not gonna survive.
The last time you saved Eizen.
Just before coming here.
How are you supposed to recover from
Nothing is fine. Everything is ruined.
That's pretty much this.
What?
Well, we're totally fucked.
KO.
Oh my god. Unless Medivh can somehow revive, yeah, you're kind of fucked.
There is one way, I believe. I don't know if she's capable of doing it.
Nope.
Oh, is Medivh her name in the Japanese version?
Wren.
Well done.
It just boots you to the title screen. No game over.
Yeah, Air Castle in this game is a huge difficulty curve upgrade.
So does that mean Eizen's
So
gonna
what you're
spend
saying is
hours?
you gotta grind. So what you're saying is they've all gotta grind now.
Yep, time to grind.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. By the way, can we all be silent and watch the epic intro?
The sad thing is, I probably would have had a chance had Wren been able to cast Barrier before that first Thunder Blast, whatever spell.
Right.
I probably could have done it, but... And even if not, this just proves I have to end the stream right here and now. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck off to my side, and I'll see you in a bit.
Alright.
Yeah, I may or may not join. I hope I can, but who knows?
Oh, yep, I'll be joining Pan.
Alright, see you all sometime.
But yes, that will definitely do it for this stream. Obviously, I'm going to maybe grind for a bit, but mainly just getting back to that point so that way we don't need to retread to old ways again just to go there. That'll be for next Friday.
You got wrecked.
But yeah, with that said, thank you all for watching. Thanks to Kefka for gifting the sub to Pastille. Which, speaking of, thanks to Pastille, Hydreigon, Jeff, and Pan for the co-commentary. Always appreciate it there.
And can I say one more thing?
Go right ahead.
Please fix your Discord.
I will certainly try. I will certainly try. Yeah, obviously some things have been fucked up. We will try and get that fixed. But with that said, let me just see random people give shout-outs.
Yeah, I'm gonna head over to Pan's side. So thanks for having me.
No problem. Just going to give quick shout-outs to Diabetes, who is currently going through vanilla Link to the Past randomizers. And speaking of Zelda, I am also going to give a quick shout-out to Stephen George, who, along with Mal, is going through Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Having said that, you know exactly where we're going. We are going to go ahead and raid Pan Anning. As far as raid messages go, well, there's only one answer that needs to be said. That's pretty much going to be our raid message, folks. So with that said, I am going to hop on over to Pan's channel so that way he can get ready for Metopia. As for tomorrow, we will continue Retro Game Crunch, hopefully put an end to it with Paradox Lost, and maybe try and win a game of Brains and Hearts, and then if we finish in time, who knows, we'll roll with that. But until then, folks, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Hope you'll come by for some more in the stream. And until then, take care, and we shall see you all later, everyone. God damn you, Wren, I blame this all on you. That and Nightbot.